The Juki Ddl 8000A is a really impressive machine with an auto foot lift, really fast sewing speeds. It's got a bar tack feature, of course an automatic back tack feature, and even has rectangular sewing settings. This machine can be seen to many as a replacement for the 8700-7 to get a more automated machine at a more friendly price. This machine even tells you when it needs oil, and it resets itself automatically after you add the oil. This machine actually talks you through a lot of features. And of course you can still adjust the stitch width with the knob. Here we see back tack set. You still have manual knobs for tension adjustment and pressure foot adjustment and that sort of thing. But the majority of it is all automated now with that electronic panel that you see there. Another thing that really shines about this machine is how high this foot lift is. You can really double down and even quadruple your material in a lot of cases very easy. There's 3 points in the foot clearance positioning, just depending on where you've got your pedal. Very easy to use. So our operator has quadrupled the material here. And as you can see, it stitches right through that without any issue. And I think we're using a size 14 needle right now. But the quadrupled material is not an issue. So our operator wants to see more clearly what this foot lift can do. So we have 8 layers of material being sewn at this moment. Later we tried to double that over for 16 layers and we did break the needle. Because like I said, I think it was a 14. My operator said that it would be handy to have a 16. So changing out the needles, still manual. Obviously there's not anything automated for that in the world yet, but that's easy enough to change. Just make sure your scarf is facing inward of the neck.
Better job.
And it's just loosening and tightening that set screw on the side there. So for the back tack, you can set it for automatic, but you also have this back tack button, so you can back tack as you want. That's the lower of the 2 buttons on the machine, right there at the end of the head. So that's a really handy feature. And of course you still have the lever, but this upper button is a half stitch button. So when finishing out or beginning a certain complex stitch, you can really slow it down and get very precise with what you need. So you can go as slow as you need to or as fast as you need to. It's a very fast machine. And if you need to tighten the presser foot, that's still the same standard operation. Loosen the lock nut, get it where you want, tighten the lock nut back down, run it through. really good stitches, very consistent. Here our operator's just adjusted for a smaller stitch. You can see the differences here. So the auto back tack can be adjusted for a wide array of settings on how many times it back tacks. Here's the bar tack, and you can really change up how many times you want the stitch count for on the bar tack as well. You can make really short bar tacks that are very dense. You can make long, dense bar tacks, whatever you're really looking to do. It's pretty amazing. My operator had never seen this machine before this morning, and he had it figured out in about 5 minutes. And he's a sewing machine repair guy, so he doesn't even really sew much, but this was very intuitive, very easy. Look at that thick bar tack been produced right here. That would hold, I don't know, like a backpack strap with a very full backpack very easily. Look how thick some of these bar tacks and back tacks are.
Changing to rectangular stitching.
Now here's a really cool feature that you're not going to see on a lot of machines, and its ability to do a half stitch is really what pulls this together. So you can do rectangular sewing, and you can set rectangle up to a square setting. You can have it stitch in different amounts, so they're not perfect, or you can have perfect squares or perfect rectangles. It's really up to you what you set it at.
Data was fixed.
This is probably the most intuitive Juki machine we've seen yet for the industrial machines, and its impressive scope of abilities really make it one of the most desired machines, especially with this lower price point that Juki's come out with to more or less just compete with the modern market space of industrial machines.
Data was fixed.
Better job.
So we're really proud to have this in our showroom and in stock. Again, this is the Juki Ddl 8000A, a big step up from the manual Ddl 8700.